Welcome back to Association Insights. I'm Colin Gallagher, and this is OnWrd UpWrd's weekly series answering all of your association marketing and communications questions. This week's question has me very excited. So someone asked us, what do you think about ChatGPT? So I know in the comms and PR world and associations, this is a very highly debated topic right now, with some excited about it, some very upset about it. People are all over the map in terms of how they feel. But if you're unfamiliar with it, ChatGPT is an AI language model. It was developed by a company called OpenAI, and it can generate human-like responses to questions and prompts that you ask, from articles to customer service to marketing copy, you name it. And it can do it almost instantaneously, which is both terrifying and exciting. I know the education community in particular is really worried about fraud and cheating, and it has a lot of negative things associated with it and concerns around it. For me, I've always loved new technology, and I've been an early adopter. I still joke that I got my first job out of college at the Consumer Technology Association because when they asked me what my favorite tech product is, I didn't say, oh, my cell phone, like everyone else. I said, have you heard about the Sling Box, which was brand new at the time, and this way to get cable TV anywhere, very different from today's Sling TV. And I'm pretty sure that's why they hired me. So I like I said, I love technology. I think there's stuff to be really excited about with ChatGPT and some very cool possibilities on the comm side of things. I think it can be a massive time saver and a place to get started when you're stuck. I do think there are two ways that people go wrong with it. And so one would be just copy pasting and taking what it says as is. You know, it isn't perfect. It isn't human. It's human-like. So there's things that have to go that extra mile. You've got to fact check. You've got to get yourself that last 20% of the way there. You've got to put it in your own voice. If you're willing to take that effort, I think you can come away with something, really fantastic in a much shorter period of time that it would normally take you. So it's your productivity and your effectiveness that it can really help improve. I think the second way people can go wrong is by not taking advantage of the conversational aspect. So you can actually say, write a marketing email about this topic, and if it's not quite right, say, tweak the email as if you were writing for this audience instead, and it will spit out a new version. And then the tone might still not be quite right. So you can say, put this in a lighthearted tone, put this in a more professional tone, put it in an aggressive tone, you name it. But the more parameters you use, the more closer to the content that you're looking for that you'll be able to get. So like I said, I think there's some exciting possibilities, and it could be a really helpful tool for comms and marketing professionals working in associations. For associations overall, I'd say there's three really key potential benefits from ChatGPT. So think about your customer service. You can use this to have 24/7 customer support through a chatbot with responses to frequently answered questions, helping you reduce staff workload. I mean, almost every association tells us they're short-staffed and overworked. So there's a huge thing right there to be able to still deliver on that customer service your members expect. The other side of it is personalized communication. So it can be trained to recognize individual members and provide responses based on their preferences and history. So, wow. I mean, think of staff turnover and bringing in someone new and not having that background information about those members. That is so valuable. This can learn it for you. Content creation goes a long way on this front. So like I mentioned, it can generate articles, social media posts, other types of content based on prompts to help you get that content started. The big thing is making sure you don't just take that content and use it, but you actually give the right voice to it, make sure it has the right tone, fact check it, all of those things. But if you're willing to put in that effort, then it can certainly be a huge help for your association. I think there are some pretty serious challenges and considerations to keep in mind for associations too, if you're thinking about using ChatGPT. So privacy and security concerns, it would require access to association data for some of those use cases. So you've got to make sure that you have proper security measures in place. Accuracy and tone, I mentioned time and again that you've got to fact check. This is not guaranteed to be always right. It's not going to always be in your voice. It could sound stilted and unlike your association if you don't take that extra effort to fix those pieces of things. And finally, human interaction. While it's a great tool for assisting customer service, We all know that nothing should replace human interaction entirely. We learned that very much so during the pandemic when people were isolated and how important that is. And we know that that personal touch to maintain those positive relationships with association members is just crucial and essential. Overall, though, I'm very excited to hear how other association professionals are using ChatGPT. Or if you're on the other side of things, let me know why you're not using it if you've made that decision. Please leave a note in the comments and let us know. We're very eager to hear, what's going on this front, and we'll be following it pretty closely on our end. And with that, thanks for tuning in once again. I'll be back next Friday with more association marketing and comms tips, and you can always send any of your questions to us at info@onwardupwrd.com.